I know a lot of you are going to judge me for this, but my favorite movie is La La Land, and has been ever since it came out in 2016. I've watched it time and time again, and still cry every time I get to the ending. I love the music, written by one of my favorite film scorers, Justin Hurwitz, with lyrics by the Broadway-renowned duo Pasek and Paul. And now, here we were, in La La Land. Now, I'm a sucker for sunsets and sunrises because there's a mysterious beauty in the way the sun still rises and sets every day, in this tireless cycle, a truth that we can rely on. When I saw the sunrise in Valencia that summer, my instinct was to applaud because it was a miracle that we were still alive and able to witness such beauty. We're still here. The sunset that I witnessed at Sierra Vista was also stunning. At the top of Sierra Road, you can see the entire Bay Area. The houses looked so far away and so tiny, insignificant, between the two canyon deserts. It was a reminder of how small we are, how insignificant we are to this planet and the universe. I kept replaying a scene in my head where an asteroid would come crashing into the bay, and nobody would know any better. We'd just end up being dust in the desert. Here are some things I learned about LA. It's dry, it's hot, and you spend a lot of time on the highway. And even though it wasn't the same as waiting for the L train in a dusty underground hole, I felt the adrenaline rush as Ab and I sped down the freeway, windows down, Ed Sheeran blasting through the speakers as the rolling hills and tall palm trees zipped by. I can see myself living here. Sometimes it's nice to slow down, enjoy the more granular, beautiful things in life. It reminded me of a book that I had read over spring break by a Buddhist monk named Haemin Sunim, titled Things You Notice Only When You Slow Down. But the real reason I was in LA was to go to the NAMM Show in Anaheim. It had always been my dream to go to the NAMM Show and to be invited as a speaker on a panel with some of my personal heroes in my first year was even more surprising. I met so many new friends and felt like I belonged there. I remember someone posting on Instagram that NAMM is like the Coachella for audio and music tech nerds, and I really do have to agree with that. On my last day in LA, I visited the Getty Center. Perched high up on a hill outside of the City of Angels and only accessible by computerized tram, sat a dystopian travertine paradise. The Getty Center, designed by architect Richard Meyer, literally took my breath away. We were so high up, and the illuminating reflections of the white travertine was warm and welcoming. The 16,000 tons of stone used to construct the Getty Center are from Bagni di Tivoli in Italy, 15 miles east of Rome. Surrounding the complex are multiple outdoor gardens for visitors to explore. The artist who designed the gardens, Robert Irwin, inscribed this quote into the sidewalk as you enter the garden. Ever present, never twice the same. Ever changing, never less than whole. Just like life, the garden was an ever-changing piece of art, and Irwin is acknowledging that. Change doesn't necessarily mean something wasn't as good before. Change is natural. Our bodies are alive, constantly changing. And as Confucius puts it, they must often change who would be constant in happiness or wisdom. Every 7 years, every single cell in your body replaces itself. You're a completely new physical being. But the core of who you are, your brain, your soul, your DNA, is still the same. So what makes my body still my body? Now that's a question for the ship of Theseus. I used to hate my body, and I still kind of do. It takes so much time, energy, and resources to take care of your body, when I'd rather be doing something more interesting, like creating art, or reading, or thinking. However, in moments like these, when I'm standing at the edge of the terrace at the Getty Center, overlooking the beautiful cactus garden, and the air is perfect. I know I'd much rather be here.